You are watching Bygone Treasures, your source for everything history and geopolitics, now in session.
In the years to come, it will be possible to kill 40 million American people.
J. Robert Oppenheimer is one of the most complex figures in modern history, embodying the paradox of being both a hero and a monster. His life is a tapestry woven with brilliance, moral struggles, and the devastating consequences of his greatest achievement, known as the father of the atomic bomb. Oppenheimer's legacy is not just one of scientific achievement, but one that forces us to confront profound ethical questions. Today, we'll explore the life of this brilliant yet tragic figure. We'll look at his upbringing, his scientific breakthroughs, his pivotal role in the Manhattan Project, and of course, the moral dilemmas that have followed him for decades. Julius Robert Oppenheimer was born on April 22, 1904 in New York City. Raised in a wealthy Jewish family, Oppenheimer had access to a privileged education and an environment rich in cultural influences. His father, Julius, was a textile importer, while his mother, Ella Friedman, was a talented artist. Their affluence gave Oppenheimer the luxury of exploring his intellectual curiosity from an early age. From his childhood, Oppenheimer was gifted, showing a particular knack for science and mathematics. He excelled at school, graduating from the ethical culture Fieldston School before moving on to Harvard University, where he completed his degree in just 3 years. But even early in his academic career, Oppenheimer's personal life was marked by emotional volatility. After Harvard, Oppenheimer moved to the University of Cambridge in England, where he studied under the renowned physicist J.J. Thomson. It was here that he faced his first real emotional challenges. His time at Cambridge was marred by mental health struggles, including a famous incident where he allegedly placed a poisoned apple on the desk of one of his professors. This event is often cited as evidence of his emotional instability. However, his brilliance shone through. Oppenheimer eventually moved to the University of Göttingen in Germany, where he worked with Max Born, a pioneer in quantum mechanics. In 1927, he received his PhD, making significant contributions to the field of quantum theory and atomic structure. Returning to the United States, Oppenheimer quickly became a prominent professor at both the California Institute of Technology and the University of California, Berkeley. Known for his captivating lectures and demanding nature, Oppenheimer earned the admiration of his students and colleagues alike. In the 1930s, his research focused on quantum electrodynamics, astrophysics, and black holes. But alongside his scientific pursuits, Oppenheimer's involvement in politics grew. As the rise of fascism in Europe loomed, Oppenheimer became involved with leftist intellectual circles, expressing support for workers' rights and anti-fascist movements. His political affiliations, though never officially tied to the Communist Party, would later become a point of contention during the Cold War. In 1942, as World War II raged on, Oppenheimer was appointed as the scientific director of the Manhattan Project, the United States' top-secret initiative to build an atomic bomb. The urgency of the project was driven by fears that Nazi Germany might develop nuclear weapons first. Oppenheimer assembled a team of the world's brightest minds at Los Alamos, New Mexico, where they faced immense technological challenges. The culmination of their work came on July 16, 1945, when the first atomic bomb, codenamed Gadget, was detonated during the Trinity test. Oppenheimer's reaction to the explosion is famous. He recalled a line from the Bhagavad Gita saying, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Just a month later, the United States dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, leading to Japan's surrender. But the devastation left behind, including over 200,000 dead, many of them civilians, began to stir deep ethical questions about the use of such powerful weapons. After the war, Oppenheimer became a vocal advocate for international control of nuclear weapons. He saw the dangers of an arms race and sought to prevent further nuclear proliferation, but his opposition to the hydrogen bomb, which was even more powerful than the atomic bomb, put him at odds with influential figures like Lewis Strauss, head of the Atomic Energy Commission, and physicist Edward Teller. In the climate of McCarthyism, where fears of communism were rampant, Oppenheimer's earlier political connections were scrutinized. In 1954, a security hearing stripped him of his security clearance, effectively sidelining him from the scientific and political communities. Even after being discredited, Oppenheimer continued to make contributions to science and philosophy, but his legacy remained deeply divided. On the one hand, his leadership in the Manhattan Project played a crucial role in ending World War II, saving lives that would have been lost in a prolonged conflict. His post-war advocacy for arms control reflected a sense of responsibility and foresight. On the other hand, the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki left a stain on his reputation. Over 200,000 lives were lost in an instant, and many felt that Oppenheimer's creation was an unnecessary and inhumane weapon of mass destruction. Oppenheimer himself seemed burdened by this guilt, famously quoting the Bhagavad Gita in a moment of reflection. Was Oppenheimer a tragic hero, a man tormented by the consequences of his genius? Or was he a key player in the militarization of science, someone who prioritized technological progress over ethical considerations? Oppenheimer's story is one of contradictions. He was both a brilliant scientist and a man who, in the pursuit of progress, unleashed unprecedented destruction. His life serves as a reminder of the immense responsibility that comes with great knowledge and the unforeseen consequences that can follow even the most well-intentioned actions. In the end, Oppenheimer defies easy classification. He was a man of extraordinary intellect, vision, and moral conflict. His life reminds us of the double-edged sword of human progress, the way our greatest achievements can also carry unforeseen consequences. Oppenheimer's story offers a powerful lesson on the importance of responsibility, accountability, and humanity in the pursuit of scientific advancement. This has been Bygone Treasures. If you found this story compelling, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the lives of history's most fascinating figures. And drop a comment below. What do you think of Oppenheimer's legacy? Was he a hero or a villain? Thanks for watching.